Okay, I'm back. This is the second part of the presentation. Okay, so we just did on the worksheet, we just did the part that says page 12, practice 1, and you put check marks next to care, custom, postcard, record, and decent, whether you think the C's are hard or soft. So now we're going to look at, on pages 12 to 13, the sounds of G. So this is in the book on page 12 and 13. You'll see that the sound of G, either you have a soft sound of G that's like a J, which that's when it's followed by E, I, or Y. And you'll see that the examples at the bottom of page 12 are germ, gin, Jim, angel, and magic. So those are soft G's. And on the worksheet, you need to think of another word that has a G in it that sounds like ja, 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 like that J sound, right? So you'll come up with a word and you'll write it on the line. And then the next one's it's at the bottom of the page, but then it's gonna roll over to the top of the next page. The hard sound of G, which is like ga, leg, gum, right? So you see the examples on the top of page 13: game, goal, guess, ago, pig, right? So let's, on our worksheet, flip the page, look at the top of the page, come up with another word that has a G in it that sounds hard, like ga, game, goal, guess, ago, ga, 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 right? So you're going to think of another word and put it on that line, okay? And then for practice 2, it's going to look familiar to you now, right? Because it's that same thing that we did a few minutes ago, where there's a list of words: guessed, green, fog, gesture, and fragment. And you'll see that you need to check off whether you think it's a soft sound like germ or a hard sound like game, right? So is it the soft G like ja or the hard G like ga, right? So guessed, that's a hard G, ga, 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 guessed, right? So you're going to check off, you're going to put the check mark on the second line that's under the heading hard sound, right? So then you decide where to put the check mark for green, fog, gesture, and fragment, right? You put the check mark on the left or the right. Do you think it's a soft sound or a hard sound, right? All right, and then let's see, the next section is blends that begin with S. On my presentation, the next section has to do with the consonant digraph, so I just want to see, that's going to come later on the worksheet. So let me just see if my presentation talks about the blends. It might not. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the part about the blends with you, and you'll follow along with the book, and then we'll come back when we get to the part about the digraphs on the worksheet. Then we'll look at the presentation notes for that. Okay, so on the worksheet, the next thing on page 2 of the worksheet says page 16, blends that begin with S. So turn the page in your book to page 16. And you're going to see that there's all these blends like SC, SCR, SK, SL, SM, right? So some of the examples would be, and this is also on the worksheet. So found at the beginning or in the middle of words. 3 are also found at the end of words. So SK like ask or desk, SP like grasp, ST last. And then what we're going to do is, and this is similar to what's on page 16 of the book, we're going to provide another word that contains the following blends with S, and we're doing the evens, right? So the evens are SCR. Let's see, did I get that right? SL, SCR, SL. So these are, yep, the evens. Okay, so SCR, scrap, scream. The book gave us scrap and scream, and then you come up with another one. So when we talked about it in class, the students came up with screen and scratch, right? For SL, slam, asleep, and the students came up with slap, right? So you can come up with your own, right? A word that has SL. The next one is SPL, splash, split. So you're going to come up with a word that has SPL, spla, right? And then STR, street, instruct. So you'll come up with another word that has STR. And then SN, snore, unsnap. You'll come up with a word that has SN. SQU, squeak and square. You'll come up with a word that has an SQU in it, right? Then we're going to look at page 17, which is practice 3. Find the 5 words below that have a consonant blend beginning with S. Okay, so this one, for some reason, this one is usually kind of tricky for people, but if you look, let's see, 16, 17. This is practice 3, so it's on the bottom of page 16 in the book. So, okay, so you're looking for 5 words that have a consonant blend beginning with S. They could appear at the beginning of the word, or they could appear at the end of the word. What you're looking for is a consonant blend that starts with an S. So SL, like slip, right? The SL in slip, you'll circle that SL, right? But then the word next to it, crisp, right? Crisp. The SP is at the end of the word, but that's the consonant blend beginning with S, the SP. So in crisp, you're going to circle the SP. So now you are looking, you're not just looking for words that have an S in them, you're looking for words that have one of those consonant blends, right? So you're going to look at the other words there and find 3 more that have a consonant blend. So it could either be, you know, an SK or an SM or an SP or an ST or an SQ or an SC, right? Something like that. All right, so you'll circle those. So you're looking for the 5 words, and we already found 2 of them, so you need 3 more. Then the little section that's below that says to find the 5 words below that have a consonant blend beginning with S. And this, I made a mistake here. There's only 5 words listed, so basically it's all 5 of them. So speaks, small, asked, post, and street. Those are all consonant blends. Each of those words has a consonant blend that begins with S. So maybe what you could do is just circle the consonant blend beginning with S, right, for each 5 of those words. And then page 17, blends that end in an L. So you'll see those are like BL, CL, FL, GL, PL. So CL, clam, decline. And we came up with cluster and cling. So you could come up with another word there that has a CL. And then GL, glad and eagle, come up with another word that has a GL, right? All right, now we're on to the 3rd page of the worksheet, which corresponds with page 17 in the textbook, and at the bottom where it says practice 4. So here what you want to do is find the 5 words below that have a consonant blend ending with an L. So the first word, blank, does that have a consonant blend ending with an L? Yes, it does. BL, right? BL, blank. So circle the BL. Boil, does that have a consonant blend ending with an L? No, it's a word that starts with a B and the word ends with an L, but what you're looking for is a consonant blend. So you have a B by itself and an L by itself in boil. That's not a consonant blend, so we don't circle that one. But you look at the word class, which starts with a CL. Is that a consonant blend ending with an L? Yes, it is. So circle the CL. And then you're looking for 3 more words on that list that have a consonant blend, something with an L. So you're going to look either for BL, CL, FL, GL, or PL, right? See if you can find 3 more words that have a consonant blend with an L. Okay, and then now we're going to move on to the part about consonant diagraphs, which is on page 20. And I think I have to pause this video because if it's too long, I can't post it. All right, so I'm going to break it here and then I'll do a third part.